Hi, it's Dr. Witten, and today I'm going to do a video on vitamin D and autoimmune diseases. This is a really important one, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you never miss our videos when we upload new ones. The effects of vitamin D have been truly extraordinary on my girlfriend's MS symptoms. We were doing almost everything right. Healthy plant-based diet, lots of vegetables, exercising 4 or 5 days a week, low stress levels, taking lots of great supplements like lion's mane and cordyceps mushrooms, doing the heavy metal detox smoothies from time to time, lots of omega-3 fatty acids from soaked chia seeds. But she had stopped taking vitamin D and she was getting some slight numbness in her fingers from time to time and a couple other areas, but it was really subtle in her hands and legs. So we started her on about 7,000 IU of vitamin D with K2 per day plus magnesium. We muscle tested how much she needed for her immune system and nervous system, and within a couple weeks her numbness had almost completely cleared up. Hey, real quick, just wanted to tell you about my favorite supplement line. A lot of times people ask me what product lines I use. The best company I found is Thorn, and they have a full range of vitamins and minerals and specialty products like lab tests and prenatals and athletic performance and brain health and just everything you could want. So check it out. I'll leave a link to my Thorn store in the description. There was a Brazilian doctor, Dr. Coimbra, he's a neurologist, who had discovered that most people with autoimmune diseases, basically about 50 million Americans have autoimmune diseases of one type or another, that people with autoimmune diseases are resistant to the effects of vitamin D, so they require very high doses of this vitamin. There are thousands of studies showing a relationship between low vitamin D and autoimmune issues, but people with autoimmune need more because their cells are resistant to it, and some people need very high doses. Vitamin D is not actually a vitamin, it's actually a natural steroid hormone, but without the side effects of synthetic steroids like cortisone, and it acts on every cell in the body. It's anti-inflammatory, it calms down an overactive immune system, and it regulates hundreds of genes and has thousands of functions such as assisting calcium and bone metabolism and helping us fight infection. In fact, Dr. Robert Malone said not a single person who had a vitamin D level over 50,000 was found to have died from COVID. So potentially all we needed to do against COVID was get everyone's vitamin D levels up high. Nothing else needed to be done. So what is vitamin D resistance? Well, it turns out that it's a defect of the vitamin D receptors. This is a genetic, or it's a defect of the DNA, which can be inherited, but it can also be acquired through stress and poor diet, which creates unhealthy microbiome, and other environmental factors can disrupt this. Like anything, the ideal would be to get vitamin D naturally through adequate exposure to sunlight on the skin, but this can be hard in cold climates and people who work all days indoors. So if you don't know how to muscle test how much vitamin D to take, with the Coimbra protocol, you can measure parathyroid hormone levels. So do this with the supervision of your doctor. It's a blood test, and when you have adequate vitamin D levels, your parathyroid hormone drops into the low normal range. Generally with low vitamin D, you see very high parathyroid levels. So you'll be increasing your vitamin D until your parathyroid hormone levels drop to the low normal. This usually takes a couple months of taking high vitamin D, and you follow this regimen for possibly 2 years until you can get on a lower maintenance dose. So I leave a link to the protocol below, to the Coimbra protocol, but we're talking about 40,000 to 100,000 IU a day, or even higher depending on your body weight and parathyroid levels. Very high amounts. Now the only side effect sometimes is kidney stones from increased calcium. So you want to avoid foods with high calcium like dairy and nuts when you're on this protocol, and drink at least 2 liters of water to flush out excess calcium. You can also preventatively take a South American herb called Chanca piedra, which means breakstone, but this is a small issue that you can manage for the benefit of healing autoimmune. So I think the benefits far outweigh the risk. But research the link below for yourself and make your own decision, and let us know what the results are. We also have the link to a wonderful source of vitamin D with K2 below, and also magnesium, because magnesium assists vitamin D to function better. The company is called Thorn, so check it out. We have the link to where you can order that for yourself. Thank you so much for watching.